Lake Charles has damage.
Hello,
Lake Charles
everybody.
still today, for the most part, does not have power.
Sorry, I was listening to one of the Christian radio stations. So, how's everybody this morning? Yeah, it's still morning. I'm trying to figure out. It's not morning, but it is. It's 11 o'clock. I'm going to go pick up my mamacita. And I think I'm going to bring her to the house today, this evening, until maybe Tuesday, because we're supposed to get, there's a tropical storm out there in the Gulf. Of course there is. You know, why not? Why shouldn't there be, right? With all the other freaking tropical things that are going on and hurricanes. And I was going to go to Goodwill because it's 50% off, but I think I'd rather go pick her up and spend some time with her. Anyway, so we're supposed to get some. The rain was going to be really bad, supposedly coastal flooding and all this, or some kind of flooding. I think it's, I don't know. Maybe it's not coastal. I don't know what it's called. Excuse me. Well, 1 second, you guys. Hold on. Oh, that's better. Yeah, anyway, and it was going to be like 80% tomorrow, 90% or 80% Monday, and then like 70% Wednesday, and now it's 70%. Is it tomorrow? Yeah, 70% tomorrow, which is not bad. I mean, and then 70% Monday, not bad at all. So it went down because on just earlier it's like 100% on Monday. I mean, it keeps changing. Like it's got you know, it's got one of those minds, keeps changing. So I think to be safe, I'm going to bring her. She won't want to come. But I have to let her know that I believe it was called a tropical storm, or I don't know. Anyway, I had it on my phone. So, just like I said, just to be safe, to make sure that, you know, because a lot of times where she's at, even where I'm at, we lose power. And since we have a generator and all that, it's not going to get that bad. But, you know, we still have the generator. We're going to get some gas and all that, just in case the neighbor loses electricity, whatever. No one likes being without freaking air conditioning. Holy cow, I cannot. I grew up without air conditioning, and when I met my husband, this one down. It's so nice and fresh out, but I'm sure I'll get hot because, you know, I get warm pretty fast. Yeah, anyway, when I met my husband, he had air conditioning. He lived with his dad. And they had air conditioning in the apartment, but I didn't have air conditioning. I grew up with no air conditioning and using a fan and just having windows, which wasn't our house. Whew, you couldn't have a window open because there'll be roaches flying all over. They take I think they were in some kind of roach military and land, come in. So we could not have our windows open. It is creepy. Our house was not, it was a house, but let me tell you right now, it was creepy. Anyway, so I grew up without air conditioning, and then like I said, when I met my husband, got used to the air conditioning, and he couldn't be without air conditioning, and I know we're, okay, it says Trump 2020, who knows something else on the flag. Anyway, so yeah, and then when I lived with my mom, around when I was like out of high school, I took off and lived with my mom. She had window units in her. Well, she had a window unit in her room, and then of course I didn't have one. I didn't have anything in my room. I mean, I had a fan and all that. But let me tell you guys, I know it's just something that I enjoy having, air conditioning. Sounds a little selfish at times because, there's a lot of people that don't have anything, but there's just no air that comes through our windows at all. Now, when it's cold, sure. When it's freezing outside, yeah, of course. You don't even have to have the windows open. I mean, it'll freeze anyway. Sorry about the lighting. The sun just hit, or something hit. Okay, there you go. Okay, off and on. But yeah, anyway, so like I was saying, her electricity, when it rains a lot at times, it goes out, or she's at. And then, you know, I don't want her to have no air conditioning, because she went one time when it stormed a lot and she didn't want to come to my house. It's been a while, but sorry about the wind, you guys. Okay, let me put that one up. Yeah, anyway, and she didn't call me. She literally was out of, her electricity was out almost all day, you guys, and she didn't even call me. And I felt so bad, because I'm like, Mom, you need to call me. I mean, she was sitting outside over there. You can sit on her patio, and she's, you know, when it's really windy, you know, sometimes it's fresh, but sometimes it's super hot. And I felt so bad, because I'm like, Mom, you should have called me. Like, I don't want her to. And then her phone doesn't work half of the time, like, you know, because of the weather when it's all crazy out there. So I don't want her to be, her to be without, like, you know, a phone if it doesn't work, and electricity if, you know, she doesn't have any. I don't know what you're doing, car. Why do I always get complete morons when they get on the freaking road? I'm sorry, you guys. I know I say that, but people are just like stupid when they drive. Like, they're not paying attention, so they're like right, like this close. Like, I'm not lying. I could probably like just breathe in, and then my car will slow down, and I could get hit. Anyway, that is my little rant for the day. So yeah. Now the weather keeps going. If the rain keeps going down, it's, you know. But I mean, it rained a few days ago. It was like stormed out there. She was fine, and everything was fine. So I just want to be like, not be able to come get her, or, you know, like, if it gets, it's not going to get any worse, because like I said, it's already gone a different area, different way. But that's where I'm going. And I woke up early. Actually, I woke up, I might have to put my hand like that. That's kind of weird. I woke up at, I think it was like 2 o'clock. Why is this? There's a helicopter hovering. Maybe he's turning. Wow, that's weird. Like, there's, what kind of helicopter is that? It was weird. It was hovering like right on the highway, and then it just kind of stopped, like middle of the highway, like not right there, but way on top where you can just see it, and just turned a little bit, and it's going the other way. Okay, that's a little strange, but whatever. Yeah, so I woke up, I think it was like 2:30, and I almost stayed awake, because I was like, my neck was hurting, well, my head was hurting. So I'm like, you know what, forget this. I'm gonna take some aspirin and just go sit on the sofa. And then I decided to lay on the sofa, have my pillows. I watched a cartoon, which was really good. It's on Netflix, and it's called something Witch, Bad Witch, I think. It's a really good show. I mean, a really good movie. I really enjoyed it. I like movies like that. And then finally it went away after like 45 minutes. I ate some grapes because I was hungry, so I ate some grapes, and just laying there enjoying life besides the headache. I was so happy when it went away. I was like, oh, great, because I really did not want to stay on the sofa. I wanted to go lay down, so I did. So I got up like at, I think it was like 7:30. My husband went to work early. But I got a lot of stuff done. My goodness. I mean, I had my coffee. Ate a couple of things because I was hungry. What did I do? Oh, went outside, let my dogs out because they're nuts. They're just nuts. Cleaned all their pens. Mind you, I have 6 dogs. And they make a mess. Like, of course, you know, they're dogs. But cleaned them up. Stayed outside because it was so beautiful. Like, it was so fresh. I'm like, are you kidding me? Did a fresh front come in? Get it? It wasn't a cool front. A fresh front, because it felt fresh. I better watch my speed here. Yeah, so, you know, wait here. And then I was like, you know what? Let me just turn the radio on outside, because we have our speakers are hooked up outside, and it was already past time. You know, we don't do it when it's early. Like, It was already like 9:30, I think. And I was like, oh, let me just cut the grass, and let me feed the chickens, and let me feed the rabbits, let me water the rabbits. I was on a roll, and then I'm like, oh, let me just clean out this little barbecue pit that we take to the beach. Well, actually, we used it when that other storm hit this year. That hurricane that hit us. We used it because we had to cook, so we used that little pit on the back of our patio. It's the one that you put the little twisty gas stuff. I don't know what it's called. You twist a little container and it turns on. I forget what it's called. Anyway, so we had to use that. So my husband, he forgets to clean stuff, and that's how long it's been like that. But I mean, it's not like, it wasn't bad. I think we had like hot dogs on it. So I was like, oh, let me get this out and let me wash it out for him and let it rinse off. And I'm not lying, I had so much energy this morning. Then I'm like, oh, well, let me just start putting up his fishing stuff that he just threw in the shed, and let me organize the shed a little bit. So I'm like, Rachel, what is up with you, woman? I had an extra kick this morning. And I know it wasn't from my coffee, because coffee does not give me any energy at all. Well, yeah, no, I like the taste of coffee. So yeah, and I got to take a shower. I put some coconut oil on my hair, because I mentioned that, like, it's like, when you brush your hair, you have that hair on it. It's not like, well, to me it looks like a lot, but I mean, I've seen not a lot, but it's just kind of weird, because it's like dry. So I put some what do you call it? I'm gonna probably make an appointment. Not probably. I think I'm gonna make a doctor appointment, because, like I said, this is only. I only noticed that this only going on my second week, but. And I'm trying to figure. I think I don't know, by one of my other videos I talked about it. If I've had it before, or I don't know. When my hair was longer, yeah, you know what? When my hair was longer, because I chopped off so much hair, y'all. I don't think y'all noticed, but I've chopped off. It was literally like down my back, not all the way down, but it was a good. I had chopped off like 6 inches, I think, and to me that's a lot. And I remember when I would comb my hair every once in a while, not every once in a while, like, because I would get so many knots in my darn hair that, and I use a comb, and then my hair is wet when I comb it, which I've been doing that for ages, So, but I have been going to bed with my hair wet too, and I've looked on the video, and it said, if you go to bed, yeah. You go to bed with your hair wet, that that can cause breakage and all that. But I've done that, like I said, I've done that forever, because I didn't want to blow dry my hair when my hair was longer, because it took forever. I'm not lying, my hair took forever to blow dry. Now if I would try it, like, I don't even want to try it, because man, I'm like, shoot. But, and it's not like clumps of hair, it's just, I call it maybe shedding, like a dog sheds, but like I said, I think I'm going to make an appointment just to check, because everything, like I said, everything was okay with all my blood work and all that. So I read it could be a thyroid thing, but like I said, all my blood work and all that stuff was done not even a month ago, and all that stuff came out okay. So now I'm thinking, well, maybe also, I don't know, they said, I was thinking a while back, last about a week ago, I had read, and I thought I read that if you take vitamin D, too much, B and all that does it, but I read it wrong. It says if you're deficient, I think that's the word. If you're lacking, let's just say lacking, I don't even know if deficient was the right word. If you're lacking, vitamin A, B, the other one? D, iron. Of course, I mentioned this in my other video, but I'm just repeating what I was trying to. And then I did see A on there. So I bought some vitamin A. And then I started taking my vitamin D ones again. And my vitamin, I didn't buy vitamin B ones because the ones I had, I was thinking that I might have got them from Dollar Tree. I don't know. But I threw them away because I was like looking at my biotin pills that my mom would give me because she doesn't take biotin. I started taking biotin a long time ago, and I'm telling you, that stuff does make your hair grow. And it's for skin, nails, and hair growth. I really think it really does work. Anyway, so I noticed I had some expired ones, and I'm like, I'm gonna just throw those away. And I just kept the ones that were like good until next year. I think I had a couple bottles that were good until next year, so I kept those. But I just looked through all of that and threw away what was expired. So I did that. And another thing, real quick, not to talk about that, let me just talk about my iPod thing. So I did an awesome Dollar Tree, at least for me it was awesome, the other day. I could not find my doggone iPod. And I'm like, in my video, I'm like, okay, I'm going to go download this right now. And I'll blah, 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 right? Yeah, well, blah, blah, blah didn't happen. And I even looked in this twice. In this middle part, I looked in it. Oh, you got to be kidding me. This is horrible. Sorry, you guys. Anyway, I looked in here twice and, yeah. I didn't find it. And then I looked today and it's there. I am just looking at Natasha's windshield, okay? About maybe over a week ago, maybe longer, a week and a half ago, I noticed that she had, like, it's not a ding because I remember maybe hearing a ding, like, you know, when you're driving the cars, you hear a rock, but I didn't see anything, like, there's not a ding, like a little circle in the windshield. And I noticed, I'm getting so mad about this because this is really upsetting that this window is cracking that bad. This is so dumb. Anyway, so there was a little about this big on her windshield, like, you know, it looks like this basically. And I was like, well, that sucks because I'm driving her car, and by the time you know it, because my husband's driving my car, so I'm like, oh great, I'm gonna end up having to buy her a new windshield if this crap keeps up. Anyway, so I noticed that anyway, it was cracked. I'm like, well, shoot, I had a crack on my windshield too, and I don't remember anything hitting my windshield when I was driving it, but there was still a crack. So I'm thinking maybe the neighbors, I don't know, just anyway. So I just saw this doggone thing yesterday, and it wasn't, I noticed it was still separated. So now, I'm so frustrated with this thing. So now I'm looking at it, and I don't even know how it even got that way, because I'm telling you, it was not like that yesterday, and I didn't even drive the car. Okay, I did drive the car, but when I came home, it wasn't like that. Shoot. So now I notice on the freaking window that there's a longer crack on it. And I know once it gets started, it keeps going, but the thing is, it wasn't like that when I got home last night or yesterday afternoon. And I'm looking at it now and I'm like, oh, you got to be freaking kidding me. This windshield, I've never seen anything like, oh my gosh. And if it keeps cracking, oh my gosh. See, and I gotta keep driving the car because I don't have another vehicle to drive, you guys. So that's really horrible. Oh my goodness. I guess I might have to stop at one of those places when I go home later and see if they have, there's people that fix these things, but they fix the dings. I don't know if they can fix this. This is a freaking little crack on the bottom. Oh, this this just really upsets me. A lot of things don't upset me, but okay, well, two things upset me. People that don't know how to drive and this. But okay, I'll just have to figure out what to do with it. I've never seen a car, like my windshield has cracks in it, and it took forever for my windshield to get all, you know, the different states on it. The lines to the different states. Don't have to go out of town or out of state, because my car, I can just look at my car and be like, oh, well, that looks like, you know, Tennessee, or that looks like New York. Because seriously, my window is, I need to get it fixed, and I have not gotten it fixed either. But I cannot believe that this is like that. Oh my gosh. Okay, enough with that. Let's focus on something else. So, I'm almost to my mom's casita. And I'm going to have to let y'all go in a minute. Oh, I did get to cut the grass. Oh, I told y'all that. Well, yeah, I told y'all that in my other video. Because that's a day that it said it was going to storm the next day, 80% for 2 days, and didn't even storm. So that's what I'm talking about. The weather down here in Texas is crazy, which I'm okay with that, because I like the rain, and I just don't like too much rain. Well, who likes that? Who likes too much rain, right? I don't. But plus I don't like driving in really heavy rain. Anyway, you guys, I'm almost at my mom's house, and not too bad on timing. I just can't believe it. Okay, look away, Rachel, look away. But anyway, you guys, thank you for coming with me on my chit chat drive. I always look at the neighbor's stuff if he puts stuff out, because he always throws out good stuff, and my mom literally lives right next to him, and I'll be like, oh yes, I'm taking that to my mama's house. Or like I did last week, oh, her grass looks beautiful, I wonder who cut it. I didn't do the area by the highway because she's like, Rachel, don't do, oh yeah, you can tell it rained out here, don't do by the highway area, the street. I said, I'm not, because I don't know, like, how you can, there's a ditch in, like, between her house and the highway, but it's kind of like where if the grass is too high, you can fall in the ditch, and it's not a very deep ditch, but when you're driving one of those lawnmowers, riders, that sucker that can kill you if you fall off and you hit the wrong way. But anyway, let me let you go, you guys, and then we'll see if she decides to come with me. I got to keep an eye on the weather, like I said. And if she doesn't, I mean, I can't make her come with me, you know what I'm saying? So, but thank you for joining me. And I'm sorry it's a long video, but I like talking to y'all, and I miss talking to y'all. So, I'll talk to you in my next video, okay? Bye.